We really appreciate everybody who's turned up today on a general election week. The people who lay down on the ground here today, they were representing, trying to make visible the extraordinary number of deaths that have happened since Theresa May and the Tory party was elected in 2010. The statistics are truly, truly shocking. Those bodies that you saw here today were just a tiny, tiny grain in the sand of the families who've lost loved ones over the last 7 years. 800 cyclists have died on Britain's roads since Theresa May was elected. 2,700 pedestrians have been killed on Britain's roads since Theresa May was elected. 12,500 people in cars, etc., have died on our roads since Theresa May was elected. And the truly, truly shocking statistic is 280,000 people have died prematurely from transport pollution in the last 7 years. I'll repeat that. 280,000 people have died and are buried and their families are left behind in the last 7 years. And what is the media talking about in the last couple of weeks? About whether it's the boys' role or the girls' role to take out the damn bins. I'm sorry, cycling and road safety and climate change and transport pollution and kids' safety and the freedom of kids to play without being polluted and having their lungs damaged is a key issue for the general election. And that's why we're here today, to actually remind the political parties that your responsibility, your first responsibility, is to protect the lives of the people. Your first responsibility is to protect the lives of the people. So that's the situation we're facing. And what have they done? What has our political parties and our political establishment and our politicians done in the last 10 years? Theresa May, since she got elected as Home Secretary, 2,700 traffic police have been eliminated, lost their jobs. How do you keep the people of Britain safe if you're eliminating the police who are supposed to be keeping us safe on our streets? The number of drivers fined for driving with mobile phones has gone down 87%. Think of that, 87% drop in the number of drivers being fined for driving whilst with a mobile phone. The number of fines for all driving offences has gone down by 27% since Theresa May got elected. And what are they proposing to do in their manifestos? I'm afraid both the Labour Party and the Tory Party have been absolutely disgracefully silent in their manifestos. Neither of them have promised a single penny extra to save the lives of the people who are being killed. What that means, whether Labour get elected or the Tory party get elected, unless they change and wake up, is in 5 years' time, we will be here and we'll be looking at another 800 cyclists dead, another 2,700 pedestrians dead, and another 240,000 dead from pollution. This cannot go on. The slaughter cannot go on. It has to be changed, and that's why we're here. But I also want to make a point about the cycling community and the cycling organisations nationally. We have 250,000 people joined our national cycling groups. And what have they done during the general election to talk about the carnage on our streets and the death in the last 7 years? They actually welcomed the government statement a couple of weeks ago that the government is going to spend 40 million on cycling a year. That's enough to repair around 20 junctions across Britain. There are 11,000 dangerous junctions in London alone. It's a grain of sand on the beach. Labour promised the exact same as the Tories, 40 million. Now the word million sounds a lot. It's around 13 kilometres of safe cycling at European Union level cycle lanes. And what have they promised for other groups? Literally 78,000 million for just 2 railways. A new commuter railway in London is promised 31 £1,000 million by Labour alone and the Tories. Just think of that. They promised 40 million a year for cycling for the entire country, and 31,000 million for one commuter railway. Have you ever seen a protest or people dying on the streets calling for another commuter railway in London as a top priority? I'm sorry, yes, it's good, but the top priority is cycling and safety for the people and tackling the pollution. So what do we need? As Rosalind said, we need real investment. The money is there, we've spoken about it. There is literally hundreds of thousands of millions promised for new roads, new railways. We want 3,000 million, that's 3 billion, not million, not thousand, not 100,000, 3 billion pounds a year spent over the next 5 years, once the government's elected, on building a modern, European, standard, safe infrastructure so people, whether they're 4 years old or 94 years old, can cycle safely, can have positive health, can have positive environment, can clean air, and we can tackle climate change. That's what we want. So what do we want? 3 billion pounds. What do we want?
3 billion pounds.
I didn't hear you. What do we want?
3 billion pounds.
One more time. I really am deaf.
3 billion pounds.
Thank you. 3 cheers for stop chilling cyclists. 3 cheers for stop killing cyclists. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Thank you, everybody, and please start contacting your national cycling group saying we're fed up, we want them on the roads with us, they must get off their arse and start campaigning for saving lives, and write to your MPs, write to the Labour Party, write to the Tory Party, write to Lib Dems and tell them we want action, we're not tolerating death anymore. Thank you.